So hey guys, before the video begins, excuse the dark and the wet hair, just wanted to say in the description of the video there is a link to a giveaway. It is a Gleam giveaway. You guys know we're hosting a giveaway for a t-shirt design and in a couple other videos that are ranked to diamond and stuff. I've got so much stuff, I didn't know what to do with it, so the easiest way of doing it was just with a Gleam giveaway. So go down there, just follow the instructions, it's very basic. And we're giving away a keyboard, a headset, a mouse, and a mouse mat. There are 4 winners, and basically you each get to pick one prize, which whoever person replies first. And the way that I'm going to announce who wins is basically I will post a social media post, and maybe in some videos when the winners are drawn, your initials and your location, and then you'll know, hey, that might be me, and then you'll know to check your email, and then you'll get to reply to me, and then get to pick your prize. But that's it, so good luck. Again, link down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, throw a like on the video if you like what I'm doing. See ya. Hey guys, Huzzy here, bringing you another video. Now, welcome back to Huzzy Spectates. So it has been gone for quite a while, and just before we get into the actual commentary, I just thought I'd explain why was it gone, how is it back, and how do you get involved. So the reason it went away is because unfortunately I couldn't make it work with the replay system. Because it was an unofficial way of sharing replays back then, that you had to like email a replay through a different format and hopefully it opened, and it just stopped working pretty much. The reason it can come back is because now it's official. So if you go on your account and you search somebody on your own server, look through their own match history, you can directly download their replays. So because I've got an EU West and North American account, I can go on those servers and just download anybody's replays. So, and then also, how do you guys get involved? Well, this is going to be for tier 2 Twitch subs and above. You know, it's the only way that I was like, what do I do? Like, how do I pick people? And it's like kind of like a mini coaching. So if you were thinking about getting a coach, or maybe do a replay episode first, if you really like how it goes, then maybe you can go get yourself like a proper coach. But I'll put the link to the subscribing down below. Again, you don't have to watch the stream to subscribe. And if you don't have Twitch, but you still want to get involved, we can work something out. Probably just message me. Discord is probably the best way. But yeah, that'll be it. So again, just to say, tier 2 Twitch subs is like $10 a month or something. So yeah, that's the rough price. But let's get into it. So today we are following Sven. Sven's character, to be precise, he is playing Nunu jungle, and he's against a Karthus jungle. I haven't watched the game at all yet, so I have no idea really what happens. Apart from, and I will admit, I know who won. Because obviously when I'm downloading the replay now, I actually do see like the victory or defeat. So I can't avoid that. So I know who won, but I don't know how well it was. I don't know how easy it was. And I don't even know how long it was because I avoided looking at that. But let's actually speed it up so we don't like waste complete time right now. But yeah, Huzzy Spectates is back. So what I will say in the comment section below, what I want you guys to do is let me know what you guys want me to do about this series. How to make it better? What do you want me to talk about? Is there any topics? How do you want me to commentate? Do you want me to do it educational? Do you want me to pause it and kind of go, hey, they're doing an invade? Do you want me to never pause? Put in the comment section everything you want, and I want to make this series as good as possible. Because I will say this series is, if you guys enjoy it, and what I would say is this series would probably have to get around 10,000 views to do what I deem good. I want to make this probably twice a week. So you'll get Huzzy Spectates twice a week from all different ratings in the game. What rating is this? This is high platinum on EU West, so Sven himself is platinum 2. So there is probably like platinum 1s and platinum 3 players in this game. Right, so the first thing I will say, he's playing Nunu. You just saw information of them invading the red. It's also a Karthus jungle. So what does that tell you? Well, that tells you 100%, you know, he's not there, so he is starting blue. You're playing Nunu, who's an incredibly objective-focused jungler. Why don't start his red? Start his red, steal the red away, then do your blue, then do your red, and then hell, potentially then go do dragon because you're a Nunu. Like, that's the type of thing that you could be thinking about on Nunu, is objectives, 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 especially when you're against, let's say, not a proper jungler. Karthus can jungle, hell, most of the stuff in the game at the moment can jungle, but I would just say, if you wanted to kind of make the most of the picks that you're Nunu, he's Karthus, stealing his red away would probably be very, very effective. So the way, again, I'm going to do these Huzzy Spectates is I will look at other things that are going on, especially in jungle episodes that, you know, right now he's attacking Gromp. So I can go and see like what's happening in other lanes, but the primary focus is going to be the person of the replay, the person who's paid for their replay to be spectated. So he does the standard clear nowadays in the jungle, buff into Gromp, into the Scuttle Crab. It's the maximum XP you can get in a short amount of time. So I would expect him, like, there's a small chance he might invade. Yeah, so yeah, there's a small chance he might invade now, but I would imagine Karthus is there, which you just saw. He is there. So Nunu's going to contest it. So right now, if you're Sven, on purpose on the minimap, I only take the vision that Sven can see. Like, just to point out, again, just to see, like, down here, you guys can't see that, but I can have the option to show all vision. I can have the option to show what only this team has and then the other team. So right now, what we're seeing on the minimap is what Sven sees, is all the information he can get. That didn't work. Pause that. I don't exactly know what happened there, but let's make that go normal. Let's rewind. I have no idea what button I just pressed, but anyway, let's start that again. So he's invading, pause. So the point I was trying to make is because Sven sees what I see, what is he about to, like, notice? Look at Lux and look at Darius. He's invading, ping, you see Darius moving. Will Lux move? You see Lux moving. So right now, Sven is probably in tunnel mode of kill Karthus. He's stolen the red buff already. He's achieved the mission. The next mission should be leave. Go out, like, get away, especially when both of the enemy laners are getting there. So Sven actually flashes on top of him. He does pick up the kill, but he is going to probably go down. Darius dot with a Lux, and boom. Is that worth it? Yes and no. Like, you get rid of Karthus, and you get rid of Karthus's blue, which is really good. But you're giving Lux a double buff. And I will say the only positive with it is that Lux is technically against a Fizz. Fizz can kill Lux, but it is going to be harder for him because she's now got blue buff. So if this Lux is good, she should be spamming her abilities constantly at this Fizz to make him as low health as possible to keep the pressure up. But yeah, you are definitely making it a little bit harder for him. And again, to me, as a Nunu, you're all about those objectives. You achieve the objective of killing the red buff, you stole it. That's when I would have been satisfied. Maybe try to get the Karthus flash, but then I would have just tried to get away. Or you get more bang for your buck. So you, for getting that one kill as Sven, you got Karthus flash and a kill. So Karthus flashed away here. You had a chance that you could have probably flashed this way, and maybe you would have got Darius flash and Lux flash, but then you would have got 3 flashes for your death. Honestly, that's very worth it. Like, especially with a Fizz. If Lux doesn't have flash, she can't get away from him. So it's stuff like that. And again, that's stuff that, you know, really you can't change while you're in game because it's instinctual, like, this is just what I'm doing. But yeah, so Sven actually gets the second scuttle. And just to quickly pause again, just to make sure people are aware how big of a deal these scuttles are, the XP, what you get for these scuttles, is basically the same as a blue or a red buff in terms of XP. So it is a lot of XP. So, okay, so she's still got the double. She's a level down. Interesting clan tag. Fizz is a level up. He's got Ignite. She's got Barrier. But then Sven's going to come from the backside. Fizz hopefully goes on top of it. He does. He ignites straight away. She goes for the flash play. Fizz also goes for flash play. She does not Barrier, probably because she accepts the death. And there you go. So this is the type of thing. Also, Singe dies, unfortunately. But this is the type of thing that as a jungler, I always get annoyed at. Without Nunu going for that gank, I guarantee Lux was not going to die. Fizz wouldn't have gone for that play if Nunu wasn't there, yet Sven gets nothing for that. It's sometimes annoying that you don't get, like, a proximity gold bonus or something, but that's just the way that it goes. So Singe does die to a Darius, which is obviously a pretty bad thing. Darius has actually opted for Doran's Blade, which is actually quite rare. But again, Darius is quite good versus Singe, and it does depend the build that Singe is going to do. I'd imagine Singe is probably going to rush a Riley or something like that, because that's how you beat a Darius, right? His movement speed, and mainly denying his movement speed. So yeah, so what I'd like to see from Sven, if I had to say anything now, is objectives definitely still should be on his main focus. Like, again, farming should still be there because, again, you don't want to get behind and farm on a Karthus jungle. Karthus jungle is all about farming. He doesn't really ever gank. He's just there to be in the jungle, farm as much as possible, and press his ultimate uninterrupted in the jungle. But this is where like Nunu could do dragon by himself and stuff like that. That's what I'd recommend. Okay, so gank coming in. Good ground by Singe, but we do know that Darius doesn't have flash. They go for a play on him. Singe Dot is still on top of him. He gets the double, or gets a Q, a little bit of healing going on, and pop. So Sven does get it. Some people are like, oh, he should have given that to Singe. That's the type of situation. It's like, nah, just give it to anybody because you're under tower. You have no vision of Karthus. You don't know where he's going to be. So taking that kill to me is perfectly fine and acceptable. Potentially another kill coming in or gank in mid lane, or is he just looking for the invade? So one other thing I'd like to see from Sven is more vision. Singe goes for an ultimate play on Lux, but that's where she uses her barrier. Nothing more going to come of it. Karthus just walks in the way. But yeah, one more thing I'd want to see of Sven is warding the Karthus' jungle more. Draven actually goes down by Lucian and Nami, which is great. But the reason why I want to see warding in Karthus' jungle is because Karthus' jungle is a jungler that basically never leaves his own jungle. He is constantly farming his own jungle, so you can have a lot of vision of him because he's always going to be going in the same area. But it's not just that, it's also because you've got a Fizz on your team, who's an assassin, who's doing well, who was 2 levels above the enemy Lux. Think of the pressure that a Fizz would have if you like had a ward here. And nice, if Karthus was farming these, getting quite low health, and Fizz just throws his ultimate at the Karthus, potentially a free kill just by having vision. So that's the type of thing I'd like to see from this team, especially Sven himself, is getting more vision down in the enemy jungle. Because right now, Singe does that one, and then Sven put down that one recently, which is good, but I'd like to see more. So the blue buff, you know, just came up, so Karthus is most likely doing that. Excuse if I've got a drink occasionally, just my throat is getting very dry. So blue buff, I imagine Sven will take this. Again, it's becoming very common practice for junglers just to take their own buffs because of just the XP war of jungling. And I know this is very annoying to people like me who's a mid lane main, but honestly, you've got to kind of accept it. Jungle at the moment is the most volatile lane or role when it comes to XP in the game of League of Legends. It's the biggest deficit. Let's just pause this. The reason why I want to pause it here is let's actually rewind just to show you guys just before this happens. So, Nunu's coming up. Let's throw a pause. So he's coming in for a gank. So they're going to go for the Darius. What can you see? You can see the Karthus here, but you also can see Fizz has probably noticed that. So what could happen is I imagine Darius will die again like what happened over here pretty easily. It just depends if Karthus is then going to decide to try and get involved. What could happen is Karthus walks over this way and Fizz may meet him. That potentially could happen, but let's watch it play out. Also keeping an eye on the mini-map with Fizz. So again, another kill for the Lucian. They're going to kill Darius pretty easily. So let's stop watching that. He's going to die. Fizz has, I think, did he E? No, he just jumped over that way somehow. And he's going to go on the Karthus. He misses his ultimate. Darius does go down. They nearly kill him, but Fizz doesn't really do much. He didn't use E. Like, I think Fizz may have thought Karthus was dead. You can see over here, Karthus' health was very small, but it's very low. He didn't die. And that's because Fizz did 2 things wrong. 1, he missed his ultimate. And 2, he didn't use E where he could have. Like, why didn't he use E? Don't know. So that was an unfortunate situation, but they get another kill. So far, Sven's doing very well. And I will say, obviously, sometimes it's a bit odd when you're against, like, you're a jungler, and even if it's not directly affecting you, it's like, Karthus jungle? Like, sometimes it just throws you off. So far, it doesn't seem that it's done that to Sven, but again, I will say the point that I'm going to keep mentioning, Dragon. Like, why hasn't Dragon been done? You're playing Nunu, who's an objective monster. The earlier you do dragons, the more dragons become available. What dragon is it? It's Mountain Dragon. Mountain Dragon's a great dragon to get in the early game because when your team is snowballing, which your Lucian is winning, your Singe is doing good, your Fizz is doing good, mountains give you objectives easier, and hell, they give you towers easier. So this is where, like, I'm hoping he does this ward and then does dragon. Like, that's what I'm hoping. Is he going to do it? Here we go. And no. Singe does go down in the 1v1. What are you building? Yeah. What builds in that? Lichbane? Shirelias? I think. If he's building Shirelias, I really hate that. again, Riley to me is a much better item if you want to try and go for the movement speed singed stuff. Shirelia's makes you way too squishy to a Darius. Like, Darius wants to kill you. Shirelia's is enable. Yeah, he bought Shirelia's. Shirelia's enables a Darius to kill you. That's a bad idea. And again, this isn't like crazy high rating. This is still platinum. So this is like the top 5% of the game or something. So still, I wouldn't normally expect that. Also, we just saw Karthus, if you noticed on the mini-map here. So he could be going for here, right? So I don't know if Fizz is going to walk over this way. But like, there is probably an area that Karthus can go there. He could go bot lane. Like, they're pushing. Yeah, maybe. Like, if we don't see Karthus come back out, because they have vision in a semicircle here. They have vision here, here, and here. He's either basing in this bush, he's either going for the red buff, or he's going down because there's no tri-bush ward. So let's have a look. So he's going to do red. Again, they are pushing really badly. Is he there? Bubble miss. There's the Karthus. So he went here, down here, and then he went down the hole this way. What I'd see probably want from Sven is to run there as quick as he can, which he is doing, but I think it's probably too late. But yeah, the bubble missed initially. Karthus gets 1 kill. They are coming in double kill, well, 2 kills. They do flash Lulu ultimate, and then that's pretty much that. Not great play, and that is basically just lack of vision. Like, no vision in that tri-bush. And again, that they had vision of Karthus here, but they just didn't have him walking down that way. Smart play by Karthus. Again, normally he's not a ganker, but this guy did, which was good. So I think Nunu is going to try and just hold the lane, I'd imagine. Don't know where Lux is. Mid lane farm is even. You can see Singe is actually starting to proxy now, but it's risky. He has already died in a 1v1 to the Darius, and now you're proxying? Again, Singe's damage is probably going to be pretty decent. So if Singe can kite him, he probably can kill him. But if Darius gets hold of him, that Singe is dead. Like, there's no if, buts, or maybe. So this potentially could be the fight. Let's have a look. So he's going to walk in the poison, throws him over that way, but he does get slowed, gets E'd as well. He's popping the ghost and the ultimate, and this is it. So this is where Singe needs to kill him, is keep kiting him. Darius ult is... Okay, so there we go. If Darius got his R off, and he did have flash, then that would have been a dead Singe. Darius is spam pinging the Karthus, because I'm guessing there was lack of communication. But this is potentially also a dead Karthus. So he flips him... Probably not the right way. Singed does go a little bit low. He does get hit by a couple times, but he probably is going to die to Karthus ult. Goodbye. Boom. But that is obviously worth it. But that's where also bot lane, you've got to be careful. Karthus ult throws a global ultimate. Now, that would be a time that the enemy bot lane could have engaged, but they didn't. That's the weird thing about Karthus jungle, is they're just random ults that are coming down. You're like, why is that happening? So yeah, but yeah, not much of it. Again, I like to see this vision. This is what we want. Fizz is looking for the Lux, does miss the ultimate, unfortunately, but does get a flash. Again, still Dragon not being taken. This is nuts. Trading in the bot lane. Again, Draven pretty scary. And I'd say that lane is very scary if a Lulu knows what she's doing. More so than a Draven. If a Lulu knows what she's doing, the Lulu will win that lane. Not the Draven. But it just depends. Because, like, if the Lulu... Like, again, the Lulu's playing really far back. If the Lulu plays passive and just lets the Draven die basically by himself, then that's really bad, obviously. So, that potentially is... again, they're split. They could engage right now on one of them. So, Lucian goes on the Lulu. Yeah, that Lulu is passive as hell. So, she flashes away. Sven goes for an ultimate. Draven does not have the distance to get away. Darius kills Singe once again, or again. They get 1 kill on her. Fizz has roamed over. There's a Karthus. Sven goes for a flash snowball play. Going to set up the Fizz to get the kill. Does get the kill. Now they're going to go on the thingy. Lux is also in the back line. Lucian's got no mana. They should just back out right now. Nami, if she wanted to be useful, could just walk actually a bit up. So she's basically blocking, psychologically blocking, like, I'm here, don't come near me. Sometimes it works, so that's what I'd like to see from her. Her actually walking a little bit up would be good, but they could just all back off right now. They could go try to do the dragon, but I doubt they'll do it right now. But yeah, that's good. Fast play, enemy team couldn't react. You know, the Lux is playing this game a little bit too slow for the Fizz, so the Fizz is able just to kind of snowball, but a lot of that, again, was Sven. Sven got his good ultimate on the Draven. The Lulu wimped out once again and just ran away from the Draven. Then he went for the flash play on the Lulu to get the kill with the Fizz. So honestly, a lot of good Nunu play coming. Not selfish play at all, just playing nice tank Nunu. The objectives have been okay. Again, he's watching this video. Dragons are your best friend. Because you never know. Your team is winning right now. You've got a Fed Assassin who's getting there. Your AD carry is stronger. So that side of the map is your strong side. That's the side that Dragon is. That's where you could be snowballing even more, is because right now, what? The enemy team is going to come and stop you guys doing Dragon. You just kill them. Like, right now, there's no competition. Gang coming in top lane doesn't work. Now, also, Karthus now kind of stealing the Darius' farm, which is probably not a very nice idea. Potential bait? No. Okay, so now what they want to do is maybe Rift Herald, or they're just going to group or look for a pick. They could go in the enemy jungle and just try to find something. Like, wait in a bush. Like, wait in a bush. Karthus could come, like, here or there. And, oh, there must be vision somewhere. Okay, so Singe is going to go for it anyway. He does flip. He's doing decent damage. He popped the Ghost Shurelya's ultimate combo. Nunu comes in with his deeps. Singe manages to escape, but Darius is now going to be there. That's probably a dead Sven. He gets the noms to get his health back. Yeah, that's a dead Sven. Don't know why Singe is returning. That's pretty risky. Hopefully he'll be okay. He is also running through lane. Meanwhile, in mid lane, they do engage on the Draven. See, okay, just notice. This is where I feel sorry for this Draven. I'm not saying he's playing well. This Lulu is doing nothing this game. Like, she's pressing R. That's it. She's at full health. Her Q, W, and E are on, like, she can use them. She hasn't used them. She's just, like, basically not playing Lulu. She's just pressing R. That, to me, that's why I love AD carry as a role. I'll never main it, because that's half of the supports you get. It's like, oh, I'm only here for my ultimate, like Soraka or Lulu. It's like, no, like, if you're involved, it's a lot better. Like, if you die instead of me, but it enables me to get a kill, that's good. It just frustrates me. So that's why I'll personally never main that role unless something dramatically changes. You know, especially now in the meta that half the games aren't even AD carries. Right, once again, I'm going to say it again. Dragon, please. Sven, I believe. Go do red buff or whatever, and then go do Dragon. You need to do this. I'm hoping, by the way, the Singed is buying Ryle's next, because that's the item I actually wanted him to buy first. So he does kill the tower before the Darius by a considerable amount. That's probably all the proxying. Because proxying, surprisingly, does kill towers pretty quick, because you can't stop all the minions attacking the tower. So red buff, Fizz is just waiting in the area, probably looking for a pick of some sort. Alright, I'm channeling Dragon into Sven's mind right now. Are you going to do it? No. Maybe after. Alright, so Draven looked to be a bit aggressive. Fizz is off to the side. They might look for an engage right now, but again, they don't know if there's a ward here. Teleport's coming in. There's the Singe coming for a flank. Nunu going for a big ultimate play. Darius off the side doesn't get the execute. Singe is running out the fight and does go down. Lucian gets a double kill. Karthus coming down. They should be backing off right now, not going forward. And that's not bad. So they do get 3 for 1. Lucian does overstay his welcome a little bit. Too much. But that's not bad. Again, in getting 3 kills, killing arguably all 3 of the carries this game. You know, Darius, sure, he's a carry type champion, but when you've got a Karthus jungle, yeah, like there's more carries than him in this game. So yeah, not bad. They are going for a play though, which I don't know why. Lulu ultimate is up. I don't know if she had that in the fight or just didn't use it. They do manage to survive once again. Lucian uses ultimate, but nothing comes of it. And again, this is where the time invested. So they go for that play. They get nothing for it. That time could have been Dragon. Just saying. You know, what's the bet on the next dragon being an Infernal or another mountain? Like, even if it's not, even if it's an ocean dragon or something, it's still good. Like, the quicker you kill stuff, the quicker something else comes up. You have to remember, no new element dragons come up after 35 minutes. So your chance to get 3 mountains or 3 Infernals is in a window, is in a timed window. And it's, by the way that dragons work are in a preset way at the start of the game. So even if you don't kill the dragons, when you load into the game of League of Legends, the game knows what order of dragons it's going to be. It's not random. It's random when you start the game, but right now you kill that mountain, the game already knows what dragon is next. The game already knows what's next after that next dragon as well. So the only way of you finding what's next out is killing that dragon as quick as possible. And again, Nunu is a guy that can kill it at level 3 or 4 by himself practically. Are we doing it now? Get ready to cheer. No. Ah, are you doing it? Hey, there we go. So Singe gets engaged on in the bot lane, but now we're doing dragon. And this is what I want to see myself is what's painted on the wall here. Because again, whenever you do a late dragon, Fizz gets a kill. Whenever you do a late dragon, it always plays on my mind of, right, it's 18 minutes into the game already. What's the next dragon? Because the next dragon I could have got by now. Like, he could have killed this dragon 10 minutes ago. There's going to be an engage on the Draven. Don't think anything's going to come off it. But he could have killed that dragon 10 minutes ago. And then he could have got, you know, by then, or by now, they could have got another dragon. Going for an engage on the Draven, do get his heal out, which is nice. The next dragon is another mountain dragon. See what I mean? So by now, if Sven just took a little bit of his time to... Whoa, that's a bit aggressive. If he took a little bit of his time, which he had plenty of, to do that extra dragon in the early game, well, by now, instead of being at 1 mountain dragon, his team could have been at 2 mountain dragons. So it's just worth noting that dragons are very important. Like, whether you like the RNG factor of them being random and... You know, I don't particularly like that. Like, to me, what would be better for League is if you knew what dragons, while Nami stays in a bush, if you knew what dragons were at the start of the game, you knew the order of it, I actually think that would be better for the game of League of Legends, because then that becomes more strategic. That is like, okay, so it's wind, water, and then an infernal. Okay, guys, we want that infernal. Let's get those dragons. I think that would be really cool, but they don't do it that way. But yeah, so far so good. Again, this is what I'd call a very, like, unselfish Nunu game. He's taken kills like he had to take, or like it was just like he just got. But he's majority assists. Well, Singe dies again. He's majority assists. He's even farm with a Karthus jungle, which is very good. He's had very good pressure. Arguably could have had more, again, objective pressure. Not just Dragon, but also Rift Herald. He didn't do Rift Herald this game. And you're playing Nunu. So Nunu is that type of jungler you want to do that type of thing with. So again, this type of comp, I will say, so you've got a strong Lucian with Blade of the Ruined King, you've got a Nunu. This is also a potential Baron team comp. So Baron got nerfed a few patches ago. It's very easy to kill. You don't take much damage from it, especially a Nunu that heals with his Q. And you've got a Nami that can sustain you. So this could be easily a Baron team comp. You kill 2 of the enemy team, Baron. Like, pretty damn easy to do. I don't think I'd do it with a Karthus ultimate, though, with a Karthus ult up, or Karthus ult up in general, because even if he flashed into the pit, he's going to be dishing out a lot of damage with the potential steal potential. So I don't know if I would do it with him up, but I would do it pretty much... If he's dead, I'd do it with this team comp. So Singe, again, did die. Again, he's doing the incredibly squishy build. Again, I don't know why the Shirelius is there, but... You know, who knows? This is the type of game that if I was scared of any 2 champions on the enemy team, it would probably be the combination between Darius and Karthus. If those 2 are in team fight together, that is quite scary. Why? Because when you think about it, those 2 champions are very good at getting champions low. Karthus ultimate or Darius in general, they're very good at like getting champs low. But if one of them gets people low, so let's say Karthus gets people low, well, Darius then is very good at killing people, or vice versa. Darius is very good at getting people low, well then Karthus can kill everybody. Meanwhile, a little play is coming down, they go for the Darius play, they both get thingy, they get Darius ulted. I don't think he's going to die because of Singed ultimate. Lux does kill Nami because she's in the middle of nowhere by herself. Karthus ult does come down, does kill this Singe, and this is basically because nothing really of significance is happening. Like, there's 2 people in bot lane. My team was trying to rotate. Nami goes by herself with no vision, just gets 1 hit by Lux. Lucian didn't look to kind of rotate at all. It's like, you guys are the winning team. You guys need to make stuff happen. Fizz gets a tier 2, which is great, but you need to make more stuff happen than that. You need to look for picks. You need to be together. You know, you've got a big assassin. Is he going to do stuff? Like, you just need to be together. Like, if Nami didn't walk that way and only Singe died, well, that wouldn't have been as bad, but then Nami didn't, you know, why was Nami by herself? So it should be more about staying together, looking for those picks with Fizz, hell, even Lucian, you know, Nami bubble, Nami ult, that stuff can pick people too, and then after that, potentially going straight into the Baron. So they apparently do have vision of the Fizz. He does miss his ultimate. Again, this Fizz has missed quite a few ultimates. So you can't... Again, if I was Fen in this game, I'd be kind of thinking, he has missed quite a few if he's watching him. And the easiest way, like, again, it's as simple as typing. If this Fizz, you can tell he's, like, actually having a good time, you could literally type to this Fizz, hey, wait till we slow somebody, then throw your ultimate out. Just do that one little line, and that could save this Fizz, like, missing stuff. So Sven is by himself right now, which is a little bit confusing. I don't know why you'd want to be with the Singed and not with your Lucian and Fizz. So he does go with him, like, there's a 2v2 with the Noxus brothers. Singe just come over and save him. But again, what is this achieving? This is achieving nothing. You're not getting objectives. You're not getting kills. The people that are fed on your team are here and here, not that. Like, this is where the priority of being with the Singe just isn't correct right now for Sven. Hopefully he'll get away, which is good. There is a dragon coming up in another 30 seconds, which is another mountain dragon. But yeah, this game right now, what I want Sven to do is stay with his people that are actually fed. So right now, Fizz is looking for a pick. They do see him. Karthus by himself right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Fizz goes for him. He is going for him. Karthus going to try and get away. Flashes over. Fizz going for another flash play himself. Ignite flash play. This is really good. So let's just show something right now. They're sieging top lane. Finally, something has happened. Sven is going with somebody that can do something to, like, towers. Meanwhile, in bot lane, you've got vision of a Darius that's low health. And you've got the Lux. Right now, what the Singe should be doing, do not let him base. Even if it means the Singe dies, you're already 7 deaths, so who cares? Don't let him base, because there are 3 versus 2. Karthus is already dead. You already know that your Lucian has been beating this Draven. So do not let that Darius base. So I don't know who to watch right now. I just want to see, are you going to stop him? The Darius has probably gone back by now. The tower's nearly dead, though. Keep the tower going. Okay, so he must have stopped his base, the Darius. If they can stop his base again, that would be great. You can actually see there's Fizz ultimate. There's Fizz ultimate on its way to... That does look like it's going to hit. They get the tower. Nunu ultimate is coming down. If I was the Lucian, go for the Lulu. She flashes away. Now focus the inhibitor or now kill the Lulu. Meanwhile here, they do stop the Darius. Fizz gets 1 hit. Lux is still there. Double kill for Darius, but do they get the inhibitor? They do. Worth. 100% worth. That's great. Even though Darius gets 2 kills, it kills me nothing if they're getting nothing, like, to win the game. Those 2 kills those 2 kills that Darius got just cost them an inhibitor. That's the way that you've got to think. So that's good. That's not bad. And that's why KD isn't everything, because that inhib is more important. So what you can do now, and again, you're a Nunu, you have a fed Lucian, or a strong Lucian, you've got a fed Fizz. If you guys get another pick, especially on the Karthus, you've got in now super minions heading for there, you either go for Baron, like if you go Mountain Dragon, and then Baron, or you just siege tier bot lane. Those are your 2 options. Like, pretty much, I could say very clearly, when I hope this is a high platinum game, they're either going to go Baron or they're going to go bot lane. That's 100% what they should do. Like, 100%. The reason for bot lane, again, I've said it before, super minions are going to go top. They're right here. This is the furthest point away from this. Also, look at the minimap. They should be stopping Dragon. I hope this Singe doesn't stop a Dragon. He should be ghosting and ulting straight to that Karthus. If you kill that Karthus, that's Baron. So let's just see if that plays out. So please keep running, keep running. Okay, he keeps running, that's good. Get the Dragon. Nunu should be either heading to the Baron straight away or should be heading to kill the Karthus. So Singed, he pops his stuff, stops the Karthus, which is great. Now, I don't know if he's going to kill him or not, but my team should be doing Baron right now. Fizz misses another ultimate, but they should be doing Baron. Sven is the one that's calling it, so good call by Sven. Now, they have basically gone even in the bot lane right now. Okay, so what right now is happening also, the Singe is making a mistake. Run at the Karthus. The Singe has to run at the Karthus. They're doing the Baron. Do not let that Karthus back. Or do not let him ultimate. Don't engage on the Karthus. Just stay near him. So the Baron is going to go down. Lux ultimate, and... Okay, so they do get it. Whoa. Sven doesn't get it. Fizz gets it. Fizz actually left the pit, which isn't great. But if they can just majority survive here, that's good. Okay, so one death. They will hopefully survive. Fizz actually picks up the Karthus because Singe did let him go back, which I don't think was good. But Karthus... And I think... I thought I saw that. Karthus was ulting... Fizz cancelled the Karthus ultimate. That's what happened. So Karthus was ulting here. Fizz killed him when he was ulting. So no Karthus ultimate. But I will say that was a small mistake by Singe, but it did work out overall. Baron... it was a 1-for-1. Karthus for a Nami, but you also get Baron, and you get tier 2 mid, and you get tier 2 bot. Really nice play, and again, just props again. Sven is the one that saw that. He saw it, he called it, they did it. Really well done. There's some brownie points for Sven there. Again, what I've wanted to see from Sven most of this game is more objective control. He took way too long to do the first dragon. Hey, what's the next dragon? Infernal! This is my point that I made earlier. At the beginning of the game already has predetermined dragons. So if you do dragon, you do the first dragon at 6 minutes or whatever, and then the next dragon comes up at 12 minutes, and then the next dragon comes up at 18 minutes. Well, you could have, by now, he did his first dragon at 18 minutes in the game. If you did the first dragon at 6, the second dragon at 12, and the third dragon at 18, he right now could have 2 mountains and an infernal by the time he got his first dragon. All from just doing the dragons. He wasn't going to get pressured off them. He's a Nunu. So that's just one thing I want to say to Sven. It's particularly already junglers that are very similar. See what I mean? Like focusing them objectives more. Because now there's an infernal coming up, what, in like 3 minutes? Well, the game is going pretty well. The game may be over, but if you had an Infernal, this game would be going even easier. It's just worth noting and worth pointing out. And again, I don't know, I've never asked a Riot to this. I don't know if they're linked, because I've always seen that when they're Infernals, there are Mountain Dragons. When there are Wind Dragons, there are Ocean Dragons. It's very rare for an Infernal to be with an Ocean Dragon, I've always found. That's just me, but yeah. Okay, so now they're doing the right thing. Like I said earlier, is that where should they be sieging now that they've got top in here? Bot lane. And they're doing it. So this is good. This is nice. So they could have Singe go, they could have Singe go to top lane and be careful of the engage. Or you just be Singe to have it being annoying. So let's just see what happens. Because eventually, though, they will walk in that part there. Karthus overextends. He's just standing still. He gets one hit by the Fizz. They should actually just back out now. Back out completely. Don't risk any more health. Just reset a little bit. You have more people. Why reset and don't risk anything? This is why. They're now in their base. All you got to do is be patient. And what are they doing? Oh, okay, that's good. So they now have minions in mid lane. So instead of just waiting for another minion wave in bot lane, pause, they're just going to go mid lane. One bad thing that's happening right now is you've got your carries here. The Singe and the Nunu are taking far too long to get there. They're still stuck hey guys, bot lane. This is where you can adapt. So what I want to see is these guys should actually be meeting them here. So hopefully that does come true. But this should be another inhibitor. Doesn't get done yet, but it should in a second. They go in, they get the Draven. I think Singe goes for a play, gets a nice kill on the Draven. This is most likely going to be the game. They're going to keep on going. Singe is just running around. They kill the Darius. Lux gets a nice ultimate. Doesn't do much damage, though, because she's got a Banshee's build. And they do probably end the game. Sven is going for another inhib, which you don't need. But overall, pretty nice game. Again, the Singe finishes 2-8. Obviously, a pretty bad KD. But again, he did some good stuff. He did some bad stuff, like the Shirelias, but he also did some good stuff. So I'd say really good play by Sven. He didn't let the cheese jungle pick kind of phase him. He just played his game. Sure, there could have been more objectives in there, but he did good ganks. His team had pressure, and he played majority of the time off those people. There are a few times that he went bot lane in the mid-late game to go with the Singed. It's like, why are you going with the Singed? Don't go to the Singed, go to your Lucian. And the moment they went to his Lucian, when that top lane play happened, they got the first inhibitor. So stuff like that is just little tweaks and like here and there, kind of asking yourself, Why am I with the Sins right now? It doesn't really give you anything. So that's going to be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Throw a like on the video if you're happy that Huzzy Spectates is back. And in the comment section, let me know everything you want this series to be. What do you want better? What do you want added? All that stuff. It really helps me because, again, this series I hope to make a little bit bigger, better. It'll be like 2 episodes a week, all different ratings. You know, hopefully next episode we can get a lower rating game. And hell, even if it's like, you know, I'll always do 2 episodes a week of people that are actually paying for it, but I might myself find like a challenger game every now and then and do an extra game every single week and just do like a challenger game and just see what the difference is. I think that could be interesting too. But that's going to be it. Throw a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.